All right. Hello guys, how are you? Jacob Ochen here once again. We're about to shoot a vlog, my portrait session with Precious. We've done a couple, many things together, many things. Yeah, I've shot a lot. One of my favorite people to photograph. So we are here again, 2022, to have a portrait session. I'll be showing you guys my process, how I shoot, and things like that. Yeah, so I'll be shooting with a 6D, with a 50mm. Yeah, so thank you. Peace. Nice, that's cover. Okay, that looks good. First keep looking up, like into the light. It's burning, eh? But it's looking cover. Let me do another lower shot. Ooh, okay, I like that. That looks dope. That looks dope. So let me do a full body. Let me do a full body. So just stand where you are, then I'll do a full. Let me take a high angle shot. First look towards the road. Let me come closer. Yeah. Ooh, okay. You come in much closer. Dope. Dope. There's like a route, so you can go. Like till your knees. Yeah. That's it. So what I'm doing right now, I'm shooting through this plants, create a 3D type thing. Oh, nice. That looked good. Can we try that again? Okay, now let's have you looking towards the light. Can you like cut like from here? Okay. So look up. It's gonna be a proper workout. A proper workout. So let's be looking up. Do you work out? Definitely not. Okay, cool. Let me get some close-up shots of you. Just a face. So you can do one looking this side, do one looking at me. Okay, yeah. You're looking, yeah. Yep. Okay, now let's do what you're doing while looking. Yeah. Dope. Dope. Thank you guys for watching. It's been me, Precious, and Hashim on the camera. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for watching, man. Peace. See you in the, yeah, see you in the vlog, man. Cool. Entering into the zone with Jacob. Yeah. So, my goodness. I think I'm properly centered. Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome back. We are back here. We are back here somewhere. So I'm going to break down some portraits that I've chosen for you to see how my thought process on how I see portraits, or how I usually take. Most of them are headshots. There's some half shots, full bodies in there, but like this is mostly how I photograph people and how I see portraiture, right? So I'll get straight into it. So one of the images that I've started photographing, just a brief background, I started doing photography in 2017, 2018, and one of my first models or muses was my twin, Joel. And there's this image right here that we took, and I remember I shot this with my phone at the time. It was an LG, and at the time I'd figured out Lightroom with the help of some of my friends. So I went to Lightroom, played around with settings, and this is the image. I loved it, and I was like, wow. At the time, this was like the bomb. This was, you get the point. So nothing really special about this image. The most special thing to me is just this was one of my first portraits that I enjoyed photographing, right? So let's carry on. Since Joel has always been my first muse, we shall first break down some of the portraits I've done with him over a couple of years, some of the favorites that I have here. Yes, so there's this image right here of him sitting on the back of a truck. This image is so... what I can say is that if you look at this image right there, it was shot right from his hip straight to his face. So there's the way that there's an elongation. There's the way the portrait is driving you straight from the bottom straight to his face, and there are shadows under his eye, because this was probably shot around the afternoon hour, right? So this was probably 2018 at the time. This was a really nice image. I enjoyed photographing this. Next image is this it's a full body of Joel still on the truck. What I can talk about the composition is that I wanted it to look like we're in like a neighborhood, we're photographing like in a neighborhood, like a car just parked in the middle of the road in a neighborhood. And yes, so there's this image of Joel in the neighborhood. There's some houses behind him. I like how the houses are placed. And he's holding a an old telephone from maybe the year 2000, 2003. Yeah. There's this, one of my favorite images. I don't know, the color grading of these images was just so amazing, but we're not here to talk about color grading, we're here to talk about portraiture, just breaking it down. You know, so there's this image right here of Joel looking down at yeah, he's just his hands are faced downwards, so the image sort of directs you to look down, but then also his face is lifted towards the sky or above, and it has this amazing composition of the wall, which is white at the top and a divide that is some yellow brown at the time. Then there's the side, like if you look in the corner of the image, there's a yellow and black, which I feel like adds a lot to that image. It does not make this part of the, it doesn't make this part dead. It's more, yeah, it doesn't make the image look dead. It's just adding more to it at that point, right? Yes, so still at the same location, we show this image of Joel holding a point and shoot camera, a digital point and shoot camera at the, yes, a digital point and shoot camera that we had lying around in the house that we used, that my mom used it to photograph us when we were younger. I really love this image of mom right here. We took this here in 2022 January. I love the shape of the image. So one thing I've learned about photography is about shapes, how the image looks. Every image forms a certain shape, right? And this one, I had mom looking towards the window, and I had her face turning towards me. And one technique that I love doing for indoor photographs is, because most of these images right here are just natural light. I mostly shoot natural light. I can shoot artificial light, but I don't prefer artificial light for some of my work. Unless it's client work, I prefer shooting artificial light. I mean, natural light, like this image of mom. I had her sit close to the window. I did a long exposure for this image right here, so it was set on a tripod. Yeah, so I love the image. I love the look that mom is giving us. Very graceful, very queen-like. I love it. I love this image right here of mom. She's looking right into the window. There's a reflection of the window in her eye. I like her smile. I like the shape of this image. I like how there's the lights and the darks in the image look really nice. The shadow is doing so much. The earring right here is popping, right? I love it, and I feel like black and white has a good way of stripping away what carries us away whenever it's about images, and that is, yeah, the black and white helps do that. We just focus on the emotion in the image. Another image that I want to talk about today is this image right here of myself. It's a self-portrait. Also took it the same day I photographed mom. It was definitely a long exposure, shot with a timer and a tripod. Yeah, so I love the shape of the image. Usually at the start of the year, I usually do self-portraits of myself, and I loved how this image looks. Not so much talk about it, but yeah, I love it. Another image that I like this image of me looking up straight in the ceiling, but with my eyes shut. I just love the shape of this image. Like I said, I love looking rested. I love rest. I am a man of rest. So anything that is in the line of rest, I am here for it. I'm here for it. Most of portraits of me. This one right here, wearing a kanzu with my eyes closed and my hands lifted up. A sign of surrender, I guess, to me. I interpret this image, sign of surrender, a sign of me letting go of certain things and surrendering them to God, which is very, very important, right? There's this image I photographed to wear back in December 2021. I'm already talking the future like that. 2021, it was a friend's wedding. I love how this image looks, very soft. The darks are not, like, they're not too dark. They're just soft darks. The eyes are, the white in the eyes is popping a certain way. I love the bokeh in the image, looks really nice. Yes, then I love this image also. Weirdly, all the images I like of Wera are in black and white, and I also showed them in black and white. There's this image of Wera, how with her eyes closed and the hands are giving off a wavy vibe with her head tilted to a certain angle. I love how the angle it shows of the image from shooting from the lower to the higher looks really makes a really nice photograph. Yeah. So another image that I want to talk about today is just this image right here of Rachel that I took back in 2019. Yeah, so this is one of my best portraits. I guess it's because of the colors in the image, but also just her face. I like how it's giving off honest vibes. I love how her eyes are looking. I love how the positioning of the image. It has this nice shape. It's giving off. There's a little bit of bokeh in the image, but you can see some plants in the background, which makes for a really nice portrait. I rarely shoot images in the landscape orientation, but this is one of them. Still Rachel, 2019. Yeah, 2019, I believe, in December. I showed this image of her in the landscape orientation. I love how her earring is popping, that gold. I love the way she has put her scarf a certain way, allowing for us to see her hair, and there's this one braid just slightly close to her eye. The image has bokeh in it. I love the shape of the image. It just looks really nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I think there's this image right here. This is one of the images that doesn't get too much attention, but I feel like it's one of my favorite images of Joel. We have him holding how do they call it? There's a name for it. It's skipping my mind. Yes, but you get the thing. Yes, it's a record. It's a record. He's holding a record in this image, and he's just holding it into his ear. And I remember there's a time I was thinking about this image, because I usually take time to think about the message. Not the message. Not every image should have a message, really, but just how the vibes it's giving me, or whatever it's giving off to me. And I feel like this image is one of them. Joel is just looking straight. Show this at the window, also close to the window. Yeah, so Joel is just looking into the window. There's the white in his eyes is popping a certain way, and his skin it's as if it's nicely oiled, and the melanin is popping, but then it's monochrome, and it's just the blacks are popping in that area of his face. I like the shadow behind his face, where you can see a part of his ear and his hairline. I like that so much. I like the ring that was on his hand. I feel like this is one of the images that has not gotten so much attention. But one is, I love the technique of how I shot this. It's as if he's carrying his music, or carrying he's carrying something, you know, and it's as if whatever he's carrying, he's listening to it. And I love this image so much. I feel like it has gotten, yeah, it has been favorited so many times on every time I go to Visco. It's one of my most favorited images that I always see on there. Another image of Joel is this one that made there was an album cover there was an EP cover for his music. This image right here, I love how the melanin looks. I like the positioning. I like the shape of the image. I like how it looks. I love how it looks. It looks very retro. It looks like it was shot on film club. I see you. Yeah, it would be nice to shoot film soon, you know. I love it. Yeah, that's just a by the way. Yeah, so let's just touch a few of my images. This image right of Joe looking straight into the light. I love how his melanin is popping, and his eye is just giving off a nice reflection of the light coming from above. Yes, there's this image right here of Brenda with her eyes closed again, and her face just in a place of rest, I guess. She's just it's just so minimalistic. Melanin in black and white, and the white backdrop just makes for a really, really, really nice image. I love it. It's one of my favorites of Brenda. Yeah, so I think that's majorly it. There's this image right here of Precious. All I can talk about this image is I love the background, the red. One of my friends, Trevor, who's an art curator, always mentions that always says that he likes how I use color in my image, and I feel like this is one image that represents how we use color. I love how the red is just popping a certain way, and my good friend Precious right here, her melanin is popping, and it just gives you that nice contrast between the red and the brown, and it goes all the way down to her hair, the black, and the different colors of this thing that she's wearing around her neck. Really makes a good image. I like the shape of it. It's a profile shot. I love the shape of how this image looks. Really, 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 really nice technique. Yeah, so if you've reached this far in the video, thank you so much. That is basically me breaking down some of my favorite portraits. I will run them again for you to see them. Thank you so much if you've reached this far. I know it's a long video, but if you've stuck around, you're amazing. I'd like to send a huge, huge, huge thank you and shout out and appreciation to everyone that I've photographed over the years. You guys have helped me build my career. You guys have helped me build my portfolio as a portrait photographer, and you really, really, really appreciated. Yes, so I'd like to let you know that we're reached the end of the video. So please like, share, comment, do all that stuff. Share this video with your friends. Share this video with everyone who likes Portraiture. It's a really, really nice video. Also, shout outs to my man Hashim for helping me film the first part of this vlog while on location with Precious. Thank you for coming out too. It was a really nice session that we had. Yeah, so thank you so much. See you in another video. Peace and shalom.